Hey there, today I'm going to show you how to draw Chibi Hulk. So let's start with the face. We're going to start with the eyes. We'll draw two big circles on either side, starting on the left, and we'll go up to the top, we'll curve around to the bottom, and then we'll curve back up to the top again. From here, let's draw on a highlight so it looks like the light's coming down in an angle. So up on the top left here, we're going to draw a smaller circle. A circle like this, and we'll color everything else around it black. Okay, now let's move over to the right side and do the exact same thing. Want to make sure we try to get it at the same height and make it the same size. So starting at the top, right about here, curve around, and we'll make that same size circle. We're going to draw that highlight on the top left, and we'll color everything else in black. Okay, so now from here, let's draw in the frown. So he's got some big brows that cover over on top of the pupils. So we're going to put our finger in the middle. We want to come down in the brow area to the center of the eyes in the middle. So starting on the left, I'm going to go to the outside here. I'm going to curve around and touch that eye and coming down. We're going to come up in the middle and then scoop up. Okay, so you see that I'm going to leave a gap in the center here. So starting here on the inside on the right side, we'll curve around, so you can see I have a little gap here, and curve up into the eye, and then just curve around the outside. In the center here, I'm just going to connect these 2 points, or these 2 curves, with a little curve like that, just in between. From here, let's draw in the mouth. So I'm going to give him a big sort of grin, sort of frown, and we're going to make it a little bit crooked. So the chin, I'm going to draw down to here, so I don't want to bring my mouth too far, okay? So starting on the left, up here underneath this eye, I'm going to curve up and then kind of come down at an angle on the right side. So you see it's sort of sloping down. From here, I'm going to step up a little bit on the left side and curve the bottom of the mouth going into that right side corner. Let's draw on the teeth. I'm going to make the teeth sort of gritting. And so I'm going to draw 2 layers of teeth. So I'll show you what I'm going to be doing here. So for the top row, I'm going to start on the left side here. I'm going to curve across and then just kind of let go. So it's a short curve. I'm going to imagine this line coming across, leaving a gap in the center, and I'll sort of continue that on the right side. Over here on the left, I'm just going to cross this almost like a T coming down. On the right side, I'm going to do the same thing, but just come down in a slight angle. We're going to color those 2 corner boxes in black. Okay, so we got the teeth. Let's get into the face. Now the bottom side of the face, I'm just going to round out the cheeks down towards the chin. So I'm going to bring the chin pretty high up, just below that lip. So we're going to come up to the side of the eyes. So right in the center of the eye, I'm going to move across and put a point. On the right, I'll do the same thing. So coming across and putting a point. This is going to be my intersection between the cheeks and then the top part of the skull. So on the left here, I'm going to curve around the cheeks and the jaw. And come down towards my finger, right there. I'm going to take this and I'm going to curve up towards the right side. So curving up, then I'm going to round up the cheek up into that area there. Okay, from here, let's round out, we're going to bulge out the side of the temples up and towards the hair. So on the left side here, I'm just going to curve out and then just start to come up. Let's do the same thing on the right side. So curving out and then up. Let's draw in some ears. So up here in this little intersection here, I'm going to step up a little bit and just draw a curve and pull that back into the side of the head. For a little ear detail, I'm going to come up here and just draw a curve going in behind that cheek. Let's draw the same thing on the right side. So we're going to take that and flip it over. So starting up here, curve around and tuck this in behind the head. And then up here, I'm just going to draw a little hook for the inner ear detail. Now let's go up to the hair. Now I'm going to try to keep this as simple as possible. So from these 2 points, I'm basically doing a series of zigzags and waves. So up in this corner, up at this top here, I'm going to come down in a curve. So this side of the hair, I'm going to be sweeping this way. On that side, I'm going to be sweeping this way. Okay, so from here, I'm going to curve up and then we're going to curve down. We're going to do that again. We're going to curve up. Now I'm going to switch directions. I'm going to start curving in the opposite direction this way. And then from here I'm going to make my way up across the forehead. Then we're going to come down with a short line. And then we're going to go up. Now this side here, we're going to start angling them downwards. So coming down, up. So you can see I'm starting to replicate what's happening on this side. Come down and connect with that end point right there. Now going to the outside of the hair, I'm going to start down here. So I'm going to step down a little bit and just curve out. On this side we'll do the same thing. Let's just curve out like that. I'm going to take this hair all the way up to the top of the head, right about here. I don't want the head to be too tall. So from this point, I'm going to curve up. Now we're going to do a series of little jagged lines. So curve, and then pulling this out again. We're going to curve all the way up to the top of the head. So right like that. From here, let's draw the little crown. So I'm just going to draw a little curve out. And then pull this back in. Now this is where the part is. I'm going to curve up in the opposite direction. And then come back. Now from here, all I want to do is just bring that right into the side of that hair like that. Okay, so we got the head. Let's get into the body. And the first thing I'm going to do is start with the chest, the big muscles in the chest area. So in the center of the face, right here, I'm going to draw the center of the chest with a straight line. From here, I'm going to curve out the two chest muscles. So from this side, I want to curve right into that bottom part of that line. And like that. And on the right, I'm going to do the exact same thing, just a mirror version of the left, like so. Let's draw the belly down to the waist. Now the waist, I want it to be pretty small. So from here, just under this chest, I'm going to round out the sides of the hip. Kind of like that, just to make them look a little bit pudgy. From these two ends, I'm going to connect them with a curve. Kind of goes up. Now, along this edge here, I'm going to draw the torn edge of the pants. So from this corner, where the belly meets the waist, I'm going to curve out. Just curve out on the right side as well. Now we're just going to go across here with a series of little zigzags. So just kind of bent zigzags on the left. And then we're going to start straightening out into more like W's in the middle. And then here, as we get towards the right, we're just going to bend them again this way. From here, let's draw the legs. So I'm going to bring the feet down to about here. So what we're going to do is we're going to start in the middle with the lower torso. So straight line across the middle. From the left side here, I'm just going to step in and draw a curve down towards the heel. On the right, I'll step in and draw a curve down towards the heel. Now let's get into the bottom of the feet. So from this point, I want to round out the heel. Okay, so we're going to take this line and curve up towards the first toe. So it's basically a curve that looks like that. From the toe, I'm going to round out almost like a C shape. I'm going to do an overlap. So I'm going to draw another C behind it. And then we'll draw one more just behind there. Now for the top of the foot, I'm going to start in between that second and third toe. Just draw a curve going up. Now from this waistline, I kind of want to come down here and draw a curve into the foot. Kind of like that. And from here, I'm just going to draw, like I did here, just a series of zigzags to show the torn pant edge. So take that foot and draw the exact same thing on the right side. So we're going to round out the heel. Now I want to make sure I get the foot sort of the same width. Okay, so we got the same heel area. Let's get into the toe. So we're going to draw a backward C for the toe. We'll do another overlap behind it, and then one more time here. Now we take that center in between those two toes and just curve up and in towards the leg. Up here, right below the waistline, it's going to curve right into that foot, and then we'll draw that torn edge of the pant with just a series of zigzags across. Okay, now let's get into the arms. I'm going to have them posed out with two fists like this. So let's start with the left. We're going to have to draw the arms in, or the hands in first before we draw the arms, because they get overlapped on top of the arm. So here, I'm going to draw the fist. So what I'm going to do is make them quite big. I'm going to start with a thumb. So I'm going to draw an oval in an angle this way. Starting at the top of the thumb and curving to the bottom. From here, I'm going to draw the first finger. I'm going to start at the top of this oval for the thumb. And I'm going to curve. And I'm going to bring this right back in towards the thumb and then just kind of swirl it around. It's almost like a little swirl like that. Okay, so that's the first finger. I'm going to come down here and just draw an overlapped oval in behind. I'm going to go up here again and do the exact same thing. Draw a little overlap, like that. And we're going to come down to here, and we're just going to draw the palm of the hand going right into that thumb. From here, let's draw on the arm. So I'm going to start up here underneath this jaw, and just draw a simple curve going right into that arm. Over here, I'm going to start at the palm of the hand, and just curve that right in behind the body. Just take that exact same thing and draw it on the right side. So I want to make sure I've got the same size, same height right here. So let's start with the thumb. Right about here, we start at the top and round out like so. We're going to take this thumb from here and we're going to curl around to the first finger. So curling around in towards the thumb and then back up again. Let's take this, draw a second finger in here, just tucked in behind that first finger, and then again we'll draw a third one right beside it. And we're going to draw that palm line right here. So starting at the tip of this thumb, curl around and tuck this in behind that third finger. Going up towards the shoulder, take this point, curve right into that arm, and then down here just below the chest, we'll curve into there. And that's pretty much it. There we have it. There's Chibi Hulk. I hope you enjoyed this lesson. Please give us a like and make sure you check out our Chibi playlist. I got more characters I'll be adding every week. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again soon.